What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA picking with Pop right here on Pop of his TV. Let's go. Yeah. Check me out. Pop of this. Radio, TVs, and even the press said the Knicks wouldn't make the championship. The meaning of these words, without no doubt, mean the fans don't show when you're down and out. Now when you pop bottles and host up the trophy, everybody wanna be your Brody and homies. Like New York City and big skyscrapers. Can you feel it? The next Spurs in the finals got the deep. What it do, people? Who else trying to get 100,000 in their bank account? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I am your host, Popovich. Yeah, kid, that feeling back up and here. One more again. Happy Wednesday. Monday, apologies. Two reasons. One, the fanism, right? The fanism came out. Then two, a lot of technical difficulty while down there at Madison Square Garden. The president was in the building. Whether or not that's why the Knicks lost, we could debate that later. But the towers, the reception, the data was all lagging and very, very slow. I didn't even watch the show back that I did down there. You know what I'm saying? But I know the song didn't play. I know it was a lot of stuff going on. With that being said, let's get a quick recap of Monday's game, right? And overall that day. So quick recap. We was down there in Madison Square Garden. We went to shoot the Vapors 2020-26 remix. Yeah, I said 2020-26 remix, aka the Knicks and the Spurs. This is our third year doing it. You know what I mean? We did Kyrie and Luka 2024. We did SGA Halliburton 2025. This year, 2026, we did Knicks versus the Spurs. Song of Super Fire. We was down there in the mix of everything going on. A lot of people was rocking with us. A lot of people was recording us, and we had fun doing the little video shoot downtown. I wanted it to be, in that type of environment, especially being how I seen all of the videos coming out of New York City. But for the game, we'll get back to New York City. Far as the game, I had the Knicks winning in 6. Then when I got down there, as I said in the beginning, I alluded to a little of the fanism and just the atmosphere, and end up going with the Knicks and getting gassed off the hype, saying the Knicks was going to win. Well, I had the Spurs. I got down there, got caught up in the Vapors, and that's not for you to say you bullshit and you capping or not, because I really don't care. It's my money, right? Because that's my money, son. There's no way that with all the hoopla, everything that went into promoting this game, the Stephen A. Smiths hugging Fat Joe and everybody like it's over. Like we gonna pop bottles tonight. And the Spurs came in there, and did what they had to do. Brunson, another bad game, even though I think he had 33 or something like that. Bad shooting night. Them guards on the Spurs, they can defend. Wemby mushing them down to the ground, like, punched the child and stepped on his feet, punched him in the stomach and stepped on the feet, slammed the child on the hard concrete, like punched him in the stomach and he stepped on his feet. He slammed Brunson on the court. Nobody stepped up as the defender to say, yo, you ain't gonna do that, to our star player. And a lot of bitching and moaning about the calls. And we were shooting the video up until about like the third quarter. Then we got up out of there. Nonetheless, though, the Knicks lost by 4. We will be a game 5. And now, it could go a few different ways. And we'll discuss that when we talk about tonight's game. But first, let's get to my record. My overall record, because I had messed up on the screen. My overall record since as of today is 47-37 overall, and 37-28 as far as the locks, right? That was my overall record. Now, as far as New York City, let's get to New York City real quick. New York City and the disrespect they showing, the wilding out that they showing. You know what I mean? Basically beating up the Spurs fan, chasing the white boys down, even chasing some of your own down. You know what I mean? Oh, but you're black. But you black and you wilding out on other black people. And with Rick Chow, Kareem Akbar, the piece of shit scumbag dude that killed that young brother, getting off scot free. Carmelo Anthony with a K, getting 35 years for self defense, right? What the fuck is we doing? Like, what is we doing? Like, what is we doing? And I get it. Niggas is drinking, niggas is high, niggas is bugged out. You smoking that sprayed weed, you on drugs, you can't think past one, right? You're illiterate. And I'm not being funny. I'm being serious. Although I wanted to say I'm being funny, but I'm not. You wilding out. You make us look bad. San Antonio, when we beat them 2 games, you ain't hear about no Knick fans getting the shit beat out them. And it just has amazed me. Peace, King. Happy Wednesday. About to go to work, but first we're gonna give the picks out. We had the first 2 games right. We had the second game wrong, even though the hunch was saying take the Spurs. Too much hype surrounding the Knicks, right? And even I got caught up in it being downtown doing the video for the Vapors. But anyway, back to the fuckery and the buffoonery. You can't have Carmelo Anthony, right? That young brother, whether you believe he's guilty or not, get approached by 2 motherfuckers, punched in the face, jumped or whatever, defend himself, end up catching the body. Rick Child, scumbag, scum of the earth. You know what I mean? Go kill a black brother, chase him down. And I seen one video where this theory might even be more correct. And I hate to make it about other topics. I noticed my NBA picker with pop. But I'm just saying, like, when you beating other black motherfuckers down and you see what's spinning in the clip in the news, that don't give you pause for cause to say, oh, should I be wilding out on my brother just because he got a Spurs jersey on? This is the last thing before I get to tonight's game. It was one dude down there. I don't know if he was Spanish, white, Albanian, but that's when they were shaking the pole. And he like, yo, y'all tearing down our city, and woo, this our city. Same thing with, with Tamika Mallory, like burn it down and burn it down. Like, this where you live. I mean, we gotta live here. So when you tear it down and there's nothing here for you to prosper with, what the fuck are you gonna do? We gotta stop treating our own like they ain't shit. Now, with that being said, let's get to tonight's NBA action. San Antonio Spurs out on the road at my New York Knicks. New York Knicks is given 2.5. Same spread that they was given at game 3 at Madison Square Garden. Trump and all that fucking it up. People can't get by, no watch party. It's going to be a watch party tonight. I'm going to be at work, so I won't even be able to go, you know what I'm saying, and soak up the atmosphere and the vibes. Game 4, the Spurs definitely can win. And this is before we talk about the game, let's talk about how it could play out. Because y'all know I think this shit is scripted and read. So, one, the Knicks can win tonight, go up 3-1. Spurs gonna win home, regardless of what. The Knicks is not celebrating on their court unless it's a game 7. I don't see the Spurs losing 3 games back-to-back at home. So that means they win game 5, it's 3-2, come back to the Garden for game 6, right? Knicks could lose 2 games home if they don't lose tonight. But if they lose tonight, that'd be both teams losing both of their home games, both games, right? Then that means Spurs still will win game 5. And they up 3-2. Now the Knicks will defend their home court, and both of them would be 1-2 on their home floor. Then it could go back to the Spurs for game 7, and the Spurs definitely got a chance to win the series now, because to lose 3 games at home is diabolical. But In 1999, they beat us 4-1. I don't know if that happens in this series, but I think the Knicks win in Game 6. So I think the Knicks come out more energy. I wasn't there, but some of the pundits and the broadcasters, etc., they were saying that it seemed like the Knicks was a little intimidated, a little shell shocked, a little in awe of the bright lights in big city, celebrity row and all that. You got DJ Khaled, you a Miami fan, yet you showing up. And that's not to say you can't share money, you can do what you want. You rich, you're a billionaire, you're a millionaire. We the best, right? And all that bubblegum shit. You could come to the game, but you're not really a Knicks fan. You're not a Spurs fan. You're a Miami fan. Cool. You fuck with Fat Joe, so you're going to pop out. You're going to show out. Hov was in the building, right? He leading up to his concert. And just people that ain't been to a game or, they're not a die-hard fan like a Spike Lee or some of the other celebrities, Tracy Morgan and all that type. These is die-hard fans. So they always at the game. Again, I wasn't there. Even Ken being on ESPN, he ain't go, right? He a New Yorker. Although he said he rooting for the Spurs, which is crazy, shit crazy, right? Anyway, I don't know if the bright lights was too big for New York. You play in New York all city. This is what you live and die for. Tonight's game, I think the Knicks will win and prevail. I think losing will put a bad taste in their mouth. They haven't lost in over 51, 52, or 53, 54 days. Some of these numbers are the gematria numbers. They was on 13 straight wins. That was another reason why I went against, the thinking, is that that's a big number, right? 13, 42, 102. If you know, right? It's like they could have tied, if they would have won 14 and 15, which would be game 3 and 4 to sweep the series, they would have tied with Golden State. Right now, they are number 2. I think they win tonight, go up 3-1, because if they lose tonight, I don't see the Spurs losing 3 straight home games, right? But it's very, very possible Spurs win tonight. I know the Knicks fans is a little shaky, a little nervous, a little shaky, a little nervous. But with that being said, let's get to the theme music. Yeah. Check me out. Popovich. Radio, TV, and even the press. The Knicks wouldn't make the championship. The meaning of these words, without no doubt, mean the fans don't show when you're down and out. Now when you pop bottles and host up the trophy, anybody want to be your Brody and homie. Like New York City and big skyscrapers. Can you feel it? The Knicks Spurs in the finals. Got the DJs cut it up, running back like the vinyl. And since I got time, what I'm going to do, tell you how I spread it throughout my crew. Well, you all know JaY. That's the Vapors 2020-26. But with that being said, here go the lock. Not from Yonkers, but the lock to get you and me the winner chicken dinners. We going with the New York Knicks minus the 2.5 to show out for those fans that's been starving to get a victory in the finals at home. Think they go up 3-1. Spurs go home, win game 5. Knicks close it out in game 6. That's what I hope. That's what I'm bet on. You can let me know who you like. You can let me know who you betting on. All I ask is that you hit the like button so I can stay in your algorithm. But y'all know what it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA, Picking with Pop, right here on Popovich TV. Of course, we are live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money on this hump day.